Hey, making friends is easy. What's up? It's the Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite albums. And today I'm going to be doing an album review on the new Vince Staples album, Ramona Park Broke My Heart. West Coast rapper Vince Staples is back for a brand new album. In the 2010s, he's released multiple rap albums, but none of them really stand out to me. A lot of them have great potential, but never really are fully realized. And that is until 2018's FM with Kenny Beats on the beats. FM is particularly good for some reason. It is easily Vince Staples' most energetic, catchiest, and most exciting work to date, with some legitimately amazing, danceable bangers with very nice, catchy hooks and well written lyrics at the same time. However, last year he released the self titled album, which is a bit polarizing in the Vince Staples fan base and among hip hop fans as well. For one, we have the people who really love or at least like the self titled album for how introspective and personal it is. But for me, I didn't really enjoy it all that much. I gave it a strong 4 out of 10. To be honest, I was a little bit harsh. But it still remains true that Vince Staples' self titled album is probably the blandest and the most monotone I've heard from him ever. Like, this is easily his most boring album to date instrumentally. It was just so cumbersome. Now, before releasing the self titled, there already has been a lot of rumors going around saying that Vince Staples will be releasing Ramona Park Broke My Heart. But that album, instead of being released in 2021, it is actually released this year, about, I think, a week ago. And, yeah, this album is longer than the self-titled. It is 16 tracks long. And similar to the self-titled album, performance-wise and instrumentally, this is a really tame album. This is a really mild album. It's really low-key. It's not anything fancy or danceable or catchy or anything. It's clear that Vince Staples is not trying to make a track list full of bangers or anything like that. And that's fine. That's fine. But even so, instrumentally, is there anything new on the table? Is there anything artistic on the table? Uh, I guess. And as far as the lyrics goes, I really like the personal and introspective aspects of the lyrics, but the themes of crime and gang violence are just like on Vince Staples' previous projects. It doesn't really deviate much from there. There really isn't a lot new on the table. However, there are still a few tracks that I really like. I like the album opener, The Beach. I think it is a really dramatic intro with some soft keyboards, no beats, and Vince Staples spitting on top of it. And it sort of leads up to some gunshots, and then the second track, Free the Homies, which is a really, really West Coast track with the bassy booms, the finger clicks, the gang shouts, and also the refrains. If I had one wish, I would free the homies. And yeah, it's a legitimately good track. I like the production, it's really crisp. And even though Vince Staples doesn't sound the most energetic on this track and on pretty much every single track on the album, at least the performance is very solid. I also like the track When Sparks Fly. I like the really nice ethereal falsetto sample, a simple drum loop, and lyrics about brotherly love, like being a part of a gang, and so much so that you develop not romantic love, but a kind of brotherly love for your fellow gang members and how much you would care about them as being a part of this gang. And we also have the track Paper Cuts, which is just very freaking catchy. I love the little melodic bit in the beat. The hook is amazing, and it just sounds really feel good. I also really like the track Rose Street, which also has a really spacey instrumental and a nice beat. On this track, lyrically, Vince Staples talks about how he would rather choose the homies than love. Like there's a woman and she's like, "Where are you going? please stay. And Vince Staples, or whoever the main character of the track is like, nah, I gotta be with my homies. You come after. But yeah, and of course I like the album ending, The Blues, which is a very low-key and toned down ending, but I think as far as being dramatic goes, I think it really works. I like the repeated refrains, money makes you numb, waiting till the Lord allows it, pray for me. It's just a really forlorn and sad depiction of living this life of crime. But aside from these tracks, almost every other track on this album pretty much suffer the same issue as I have with the self-titled. It's just too low-key and bland, despite the fact that lyrically some tracks here genuinely have a good lyrical topic. I still think for the most part a lot of the tracks here are too tame and mild instrumentally. Tracks like DJ Quick, Magic with Mustard, and East Point Prayer are just too low key to be anything memorable. And the track Slide with the really sort of forced refrains and shouts just sound really ugly. Definitely not one of the best tracks here. Definitely one of the worst tracks here. So yeah, this album is kind of hits and misses, and there isn't even a huge discrepancy between the hits and the misses. They're all just similarly tame and nothing all that great or anything. So unfortunately, this album kind of underwhelming for me. My favorite track here is A, Free the Homies, and my least favorite is Slide. I'm giving Vince Staples' Ramona Park Broke My Heart a 6 out of 10. So, have you listened to the latest Vince Staples album? From 1 to 10, I'm just rate it, like it, and subscribe if you want more. And thanks for watching. I originally planned to do 2 album reviews today, but I guess not. So, the next 2 albums I will be reviewing would be Kaze Fuji, Father John Misty, Jack White, Kid Rock, Billy Woods, Undeath, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Haru Neburi, and Spiritualize. I may or may not talk about the new Red Hot Chili Peppers album, Sweet Trip, and Ed Schrader's music beat in a mini albums review video.